All right, we got you a great video coming from Rock House Gun and Pawn. Y'all stay tuned. Like I said in the pre-intro, we are at Rock House Gun and Pawn. That's at 5430 Highway 19 North in Meridian, Mississippi 39307. And the phone number is 601-485-5895. They are a fully licensed FFL following all federal, state, and local laws. I'm not selling any firearms in this video. I just wanted to show you a little bit of what they have. I do not work for them. I just wanted to clear that up. I don't work for I'm not employed or work for Rock House Gun and Pawn in any way. Let's see, what else I want to say. Thank you to all the previous viewers and subscribers for coming back. All new viewers, remember, hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. Hit that bell for notifications because you don't want to miss anything that happens here on R4 Mississippi Thunder. So, let's get into the video. Alright, got you another awesome video coming today. This is a clone-ish firearm, we'll call it. But today we're taking a look at the Girsan MC 14T. The T standing for tip up, and we'll get to that in a moment. It is a 380 ACP caliber, and it has a magazine capacity of 13 plus 1, which it doesn't have the window marked, but anyway, 13 plus 1. Now, the reason I say it's a clone-ish of a firearm is because it is modeled after the Beretta Model 86. But the Model 86 only has an 8-round capacity. With this one, you actually get the double stack magazine capacity of that 380. All right, as we start from up top like we always do, you have a fixed white dot front sight. Oh, let me go ahead and show you. Nothing in the barrel there. The magazine is empty. Anyway, fixed front white dot sight. It's actually mounted on top of the 3.81 inch barrel. And this is the tip up barrel. So let's show you that right here. Real quick, I'm gonna just slip that down right there, that little lever right there. And you have the tip up barrel. So you can see the chamber is empty. And that is for you to be able to go ahead and drop around in the chamber, close it back, then you can take your magazine, insert it, and you don't have to worry about racking the slide. So anybody that has a hard time racking the slide, or just has weak hands, weak grip, or anything like that, and if you can hit that little lever right there and pop that up, you can pop your 380 in there and you don't have to worry about racking the slide. Like I said, 3.81 inch barrel. This is a all steel slide and barrel. But there is no, on this tip up barrel, there is no extractor anywhere, as you can see there. You can rack the slide if you want to, but there is no extractor. It just relies strictly on the blowback pressure to eject the spent casing. On top of the slide here, we have a dovetail sight here on the rear. Now you have so you have 3-dot white sight picture. Okay, and we have the rear slide serrations if you do want to rack the slide. I'm going to put the hammer down. It is a little bit harder to rack just slightly when the hammer is up, but you can rack the slide, and it does have a slide lock, and you can drop one in there, or put your magazine in and rack it like you normally would, and take your magazine back out and add your extra round, so you have your 13 plus 1 capacity. As we see here on the rear, we have an exposed hammer. We have, and we move on down, it has an all aluminum frame with a nice beaver tail on here to keep that from biting your hand, and also to keep from hitting the hammer or getting the hammer into your hand. We have ambidextrous safeties, and as you can see, it'll go into the safety detent there with the hammer up or down, so you can carry that either way, either with it to the front, and I'll show you that in a moment as well. Like I said, we have a sloped trigger guard here. Coming in inside the trigger guard, you have the double single action trigger. Now I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna do this again just so I can show you there's nothing in the barrel, no magazine in, nothing in the magazine. So if we look at it, you have a double action trigger. So you see, as you see pulling the trigger back, the hammer's coming back, and it will fire there, or you can have the hammer back and you have your double action there, or single action, excuse me, single action there on the last part. But you can carry it with the hammer back locked into safety if you want to, like a 1911. If you don't know anything about firearms, with a double action, you do have a lot longer trigger pull, and I'm going to show you that just by pulling this hammer back. In case you don't know anything about firearms, you can see that hammer, how far back the trigger reset, or how far back the trigger set when I pulled that hammer back. So if you have a double action pull, see how hard it is, and then you come all the way back. The hammer has to come all the way back before it falls. Or the single action, again, I'm going to show you it reset the position of the trigger to way back there. So you're just a real short trigger throw right there, or yeah, to it. Now, being it's a longer trigger pull, in the double action trigger, you're looking at about 7 pounds to pull that back. And when you are in the single action mode there, you're about 4 pounds to pull that back, the trigger itself. Okay. It has a nice accessory rail here on the front. The slide catch here is non-ambidextrous. It's going to be on this side. Drop the slide, but on this side you have another one that looks like it kind of should be a slide catch, but that is your actuator button for the tip-up barrel. So it pops up just enough where you can slide that round in there. Okay, we have serrations on the front of the frame, linear serrations there, and on the rear part of the palm swell. Like I said, all aluminum frame, and then we have some diagonal cuts there on the grips with the Girsan logo embedded in there. Composite grips, by the way. I was talking earlier about the magazine being double stacked. You can tell it's double stacked there, and it has a pinky rest right there for you. So again, I'm going to clear it, make sure you know it's clear and everything, because I am going to put the magazine in, so there's nothing in the chamber, nothing in the magazine. So you can see there that it gives you a grip right there, a little place so your pinky's not just floating away there on the end. It gives you a little shelf for that. And another thing that is that you don't see on a lot of newer guns is you get your lanyard loop. If you do want to install your lanyard, you can put your piece of leather through there so you don't drop it, or if you got it in a, you know, kind of like a saddle type gun or something, you want to put a lanyard on it, make sure it don't fall out. The barrel is 3.81 inches, like we said earlier. The overall length is 6.8 inches. Overall height of 4.6 inches, with a width of 1.25 inches, and a unloaded with an empty magazine weight being 1.4 pounds. So I'm gonna let you take a good look at each side of this. On this side you have the MC 14T, and then also you have your warnings there. 380 ACP on the front. On this side you have Girsan.
Put that little thing down, the little white thing. There.
On this side you have Girsan, and it is imported by EAA from Turkey. It is a Turkish-made firearm. I did not mention that, and it says that right there on the side as well, made in Turkey. New magazine release is not ambidextrous, and the magazine does fall freely, so that's pretty good. I don't know if it's, changeable or not, but it's not. It's only on the one side. Again, it is a little bit different. I think it'd be great for somebody with weak hands. If you just want to load that up, you can carry it with the hammer in the locked and cocked position like a 1911. It is 380 ACP though. And let's look at that trigger one more time. You lock that in. Like I said, nothing there. Nothing there. I'm going to leave the magazine out, I think. I'm not sure if it has a magazine disconnect, but the magazine is empty in case I have to insert it. Okay, so this is the single action trigger pull. You get that little wall right there, and breaks real crisp. Now the the double action double action trigger pull is pretty long. It's pretty long, but it finally gets there and breaks over. But every consecutive shot that you're going to have after you shoot your first round, even if your first round is in double action, it's going to cock back and put you in the single action mode, so your trigger pull is going to be a lot less, unless you drop the hammer. Like I said, you can carry it cocked and locked or with the hammer down. Either way you prefer, so that just makes your first shot either single action or double action, whichever one you prefer that, or whichever way you feel safest. Well, there you have the Girsan MC 14T with the tip-up barrel, and I think that is a neat feature there. It is different styling. Like I said, it is loosely based around the Beretta Model 86. Hope you enjoyed this video, and remember, for I have learned to be content in every circumstance. It comes from Philippians 4:11 in the good book. We want you to come back and see us, and give us a thumbs up, ring that bell for notifications, and God bless you, and God bless America.